The beautiful and talented Kirstie Kraus right there, and I believe we got her in the green room here. Let's see if we can get her out here and talk a little bit about that music there. How you doing this morning?
What's up?
Hey, good morning.
So good. You play a jam like that, and I'm singing all the words and dancing.
I'm telling you, I'm so excited to have you on the Sunday Short, and I know how busy it is with the CMA Fest and everything that you got going on, and thank you so much for taking time for us this morning.
Oh, thank you for having me. This week has been a blast. Lots of long days in the sun, but that's what I like. So let's go.
Yeah, well, there you go. So tell us a little bit about, I know everybody always asks, hey, how long you been doing this and how'd you get started and all that? What I want to know is how did you find your way to Key West for the very first time for Meeting the Minds this year?
Okay, that's a good question. So about like 6 years ago or more, gosh, it's probably even more now, I met Erica Sunshine Lee, and we write together. My first single that I dropped off the Yes You Can album right here was a song that we co-wrote. And so now fast forward, it started the pandemic. It was May of 2020 that I came down to Florida. And my aunt's been living in Florida on Anna Maria Island for 10 years.
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
My favorite place.
That's pretty there.
My favorite place is, this is J-Man over here.
Yeah.
My favorite place in the world is Anna Maria Island. Okay. I love going there.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So of course then I fell in love, and I was the only person in the family that hadn't gone to visit her yet, because I kept telling her, listen, if you help me get shows down there, I will come down anytime.
Sure.
That's kind of how it works as a full-time musician. I can come and play and have fun, but I also I want to do shows.
I got to have some gigs.
I kept asking her. Yeah, and so I kept asking her, but she's not one of those technology people, and she'll be the first to tell you that.
Sure.
So finally, May of 2020, she's like, what are you doing? Come on down. You're just in Nashville online anyways. And so I came down, and immediately venues were open up, like Woody's in Ellington and just around that area. And so I started playing the next day.
Wow.
I was telling them I'm ready. So then I got the bug. And my aunt and I have gotten so close. It's my mom's one of three sisters. So she's just amazing, and she's been out there forever, and I just fell in love. And so then I kept coming back to Florida. in that year, now I've played over 200 shows in Florida, including the Strawberry Festival, Music on the Bay, Meeting of the Minds. I've engrossed myself in it, and I was like, wow, these people really dig my writing style, and I kind of have a little bit of 70s thing, especially in this new music, and
sure,
and I just love it. I love it.
Well, I tell you, it's your style. There's definitely how you perform and how you love to. You're a crowd pleaser. You love to get the crowd energized, and nothing better than a bunch of crazy parrot heads. That's all we do is have fun everywhere we go. And we've had a lot of. You mentioned Erica Sunshine Lee. Obviously, she is embraced in both worlds, if you will. Right? She's played all over the world. She plays a lot in Key West at the Sunset Pier, but she goes to Nashville 2 or 3 times a year and has a blast. And it's so cool that you guys have that connection, because she's an awesome songwriter as well. And I know that's your passion as well.
Absolutely. I feel like I'm almost following her footsteps, because people look at me and they're like, okay, but you live here, but you don't live here. You're
right.
Always gone. And I was like, my friend that I tour with, his name is Brady Lee. He was like, I'm pretty sure you spent more days in Florida so far this year than in Nashville. And I'm like, I'm fine with that.
Well, it's addictive, no doubt. We have our Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase, Key West bound in Key West every year during Meeting the Minds. This will be our 6th year. It's over at Dirty Harry's at Rick's. Erica Sunshine Lee has played it. We'd love to get you back down there sometime or another. It's kind of up in the air if Meeting the Minds is going to be in Key West in 2023. We all hope so. But our showcase, our festival will still be down there. We're gonna stick with Key West and do our thing. But we'd love to get you down there sometime or another to have, because Meeting the Minds is kind of squashed in there between Fancy Fest and the boat races, right? So there's a lot of crazy people on both sides in town. So I'm pretty sure we can draw a crowd for some good country music and some beach music for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And I would love to be a part of that. I know I've been to Key West 4 times this past year.
Nice.
And when I saw that we were voting for maybe where 2023 is going to be for Meeting the Minds, I was like, if it's not going to be in Key West,
Yeah.
maybe Punta Gorda. Like, I don't know. Don't hate me for saying that. Anybody
Well,
wants other locations.
Well, the problem, of course, is that particular time of year, Key West's weather is perfect, right? So even South Florida, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, all that, Biloxi, the weather can be iffy that time of year. So unless they change the date, and it's been going on for 30 years. So our hope and prayers is that they will definitely keep it in Key West, because that's where we want to be at for sure. Because all these songs have been written about going to Key West, for God's sake.
Yeah, I know. I hope for that too.
So CMA Fest, okay, the last 2 years it's been canceled, and now it's back. How's that going for you this week?
This week has been amazing. I have seen so many people, as well as a lot of people that I've interviewed, because I do some hosting with the Backstage Pass. So a lot of artists I've already met virtually that I'm getting to hang out with, and just be a part of everything this year. I think I've done a couple of interviews and like 3 or 4 shows, and then I have a event that I need to go to right after this. So just really excited to be in town celebrating music, because there's so many people that come in from all over.
Yeah.
So literally anyone that's walking down the street is a music fan, country music, anything. So I'm like, here's my card. Here you go. Oh, yeah.
Well,
they're like, who are you? And I'm like, well, let me tell you.
Let me tell you who I am. Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm gonna blow your mind. Yeah. Well, the our broadcasters, and we have a couple of broadcasters, B-Dog and Lou, who have a country show on Wednesday called Tropical Country, and B-Dog is actually in town for CMA Fest, so he might track you down at some time or another. You just have to look for a guy with a Tiki Man radio shirt on, something like this, but he'll try to track you down. I'll send him a message.
Is he running around? I'll have to message him unless he has like a station, but yeah, we can stop and see him later after the meetings and
Well, he's got a media pass. I don't know if he has a station or not. He's like, hey, we're going to Nashville and CMA. I'm like, good luck. See ya. So, have fun with that. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. But so.
Yeah. Connect us. We'll figure it out.
Absolutely. So let's talk about this. The other exciting news, of course, everything's kind of cool that's going on in your life right now. The new album. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, this is my baby. This is 11 songs on this. I spent a long time just crafting. I got to be a part of every single session and every single decision of this record. It's called Yes You Can, and there's 11 songs on it, and one including Bird that you just played on the station.
Love it
so much. Bird, that song in particular, is just about focusing on the positive and not letting anybody try to just rolling them off your shoulder. They're not worth it. They're not worth your bird. And so I have t-shirts that go along with that. But I released 5 singles off of this record, and I knew I wanted to pair it with the end of Memorial Day weekend, a big hometown show, and be able to celebrate this being out. But this is my debut project.
That is so cool. Now, the title for the album, Yes You Can, that's not one of the songs, right? It's just, how did you come up with that?
Right. So there is, on these printed copies, which I have been shipping everywhere all over the world, which is insane because you can get them on the website at KirstieKraus.com. Mm-hmm. But the printed copies, the physical copies of these CDs have 2 bonus tracks, and it's Delusional and Gotta Do. And Gotta Do is a song about doing what you have to do in this life to make yourself happy.
Sure.
Because what works for me may not work for you. That's kind of one of the lines. And you play to win when you're not afraid to lose. And so in the bridge of Gotta Do, it says, don't listen to the haters saying, no, you can't. No, you can't. Smile in your heart, because yes, you can. And that became my mantra throughout building this project and all the steps it took to get here right now. And yes, you can is just a really positive same.
That's so cool. I mean, because the obviously the world needs more positivity.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was very intrigued. We spend a lot of time focusing. We don't do religion or politics here at Tiki Man Radio. People come to us to escape all that craziness, and we try to escapism, which is what we call coastal Americana. You can escape to whatever paradise is for you. It doesn't have to be Key West or Belize or we just got back from our Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise in Montego Bay, Jamaica. And so that was paradise at that time, But paradise is really a state of mind, and wherever you find yourself that you want to be. And I would think that for you, sounds like it's been a lot in Florida here lately. But writing a song and wherever that may be is kind of your paradise.
Absolutely, and I totally love that mantra, and I think overall this record is just a really positive, uplifting record. And in my hopes is that when people listen to it, they feel moved to feel good, dance, groove, and also be moved to make moves in their lives
Sure.
to wherever what they need to do to be happy. And that's kind of the overall theme of this album, and it's just lots of fun bass lines.
Well, very cool. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you back in the green room. I want to play one of the tracks real quick because I know you got to go to another deal. But I chose just one more. All right, so I want to play this. We'll come back and we'll talk about it. Okay.
Awesome. Yes.
All right, here we go. Let's see here.
Slamming dice, topping up a long hard day. With us record breaking home, and that drink sure hit the spot. Thirsties, my middle name. Pin my tab, it's been fun, it's getting late, I gotta run. Man, I wish I could stay. Then headlights cross the window, his mom is back in town. That son of a gun, I owe him one. That dude a microphone, things might get a little weird. Karaoke, achy breaky, singing loud cause we're all crazy, but we're regulars here. When I start to see the bottom, it's time to head on home. Then Bobby pours another round, and friends don't let friends drink alone. I just stopped here for one. Now we're all having fun.
That song's awesome.
Listen, if you don't get up and dance for that, you need to get your head out of your ass, okay?
I totally agree
Just
to
like a
that.
fun stomp, like.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Thank you. I mean, that's so cool. I mean, because I was listening to the album, right, and I was like, man, I love it. And I kept listening to that one song over and over because it's there's such a thing as what I call traveling music, right? And I'm kind of one of those people that if I get hooked on a song or whatever, I'll just put it on repeat and just go over and over and over and listen to it. And I did that with this song, so I love it.
I love that. I love that you love it. Thank you for playing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we know one of our sponsors, Selling Song Promotions, they're going to have you in Nashville July the 16th. Tell us quickly about that, and we'll let you fly because I know you got to go.
Oh my gosh, there's going to be a ton of artists. It's at Elm Hill Marina, right on Percy Priest Lake. So picture this. This is the first event that we're doing in Nashville, as for at least that I know of, a long time.
Wow.
And so I am so excited to have a ton of people in town, and there's boats and there's live music and drinks all right in Nashville, where I'm based out of. But it's going to be Mike Nash and Steve and Erica, so many people are on the lineup, and I am Beth Travers, who's another new Trop rock newbie, and I've been loving writing with her. We have a brand new song called "Open Mouth Insert Margarita."
That sounds good.
Loving to play. So there's going to be a ton of songs that you guys haven't heard yet that I haven't been able to record yet. So I'm super excited. I want to invite everyone to come and join us in Nashville.
Well, I saw you on stage down at Music on the Bay with Steve Hopper and Rick Lamb. And man, I'll tell you, we had Rick Lamb and Steve down at Panama City for the Parrothead Rendezvous that we were broadcasting down there. And I'm always amazed by Rick's voice. I mean,
he's
he can
awesome.
Scream to, like nothing else, and it never really affects him, But I thought that was really cool. And then when they got you in the lineup for this, I thought, man, this is going to be really cool to have you. And B-Dog and Lou will be there broadcasting it live on Tiki Man Radio.
Yes, I love it. I love that you guys are going to be a part of it, and I have been just telling people about it. So I'm really, really excited. Side note, Ricky is also one of my favorites. He has been nothing. I mean, everybody has been so kind and welcoming, but him in particular, some of the things he said on the Music in the Bay, I think I posted that video up on my YouTube, and he said some great new trop rock music, and some of the stuff he said backstage just melts my heart. So I really do look up to him, and can't wait to see him again.
And I do have a question for you. You're on YouTube as well, and several people have been asking about this. So are you going to be releasing the song Floor Days by chance?
Yes, that's on the docket.
There you go.
I have plans to that's the next thing is
okay.
Go for that song. I also have other songs that I want to decide which I'm gonna record, because I have 9 Florida songs that I've written, including Shell Bent and Open Mouth Insert Margarita and Double Wide about a beach towel. But Floor Days is the top runner, because I feel that's the first song that I wrote, about my experience in Florida for 9 weeks straight.
Awesome.
So
Thank you.
Yeah, that's cool. Everybody's chatting about it on YouTube right now. I mean, you can't just show up at Music on the Bay and sing Florida Days and say, all right, bye, everybody. Everybody's like, who the hell is this? And where do I get that music at?
And people are asking about it. It's like, well, that's awesome that you're going to release that, because I can guarantee it's going to sell well just by the YouTube chat.
Sure, yeah. But,
good.
And that's really the cool thing about the Trop Rock Coastal Americana family, as we call it. No matter where you go, you're going to run into somebody who is going to be helpful. They're going to give you some advice, whether you want to hear it or not, I guess. But it's all good advice, right? They're there to help. That's why we call it a family. We call it a traveling family show. No matter where we go, whether we're in Key West or Nashville or wherever, it doesn't matter.
Absolutely, 100%. And I have just as I've met everybody, have been taking notes, and I'm because everybody knows, it's a whole community and it's a whole family, like you're saying. So after Meeting of the Minds, I remember being what? But I've met so many people. But it's been amazing. And now I just got to do my first like house concert, the Trop Rock house concert at Gray's Rum Bar in Pensacola. So that was like super fun. That was a month ago, like a little over a month ago. So,
you know, that's really the thread that holds the glue together in the Trop Rock family is the house concerts. Not only, and it's really, and you always have to tell people, or we do anyway, there's a difference between a house concert and a house party.
Yes.
Right? And a house concert, you are paying to sit down and listen to the artist and the stories behind the songs, you know, which is very, very important. So God bless all these people who do house concerts. We do them here. It's a lot of pressure, you know, because you want a lot of people to show up for you guys because, you know, you pretty much get all the money. So it's a lot of pressure. So, you know, if you can get into that circle of doing house concerts all over the country or whatever, I mean, it's because you're touching people's hearts right there up and close with your music, and they just fall in love with it.
Yeah, that was my first one, so I was a little nervous. We made a set list in advance, the whole thing, and I think it went over really well. And Swim was a part of it, so
yeah,
it was a good one. And I'm looking forward to just hanging out at ones in the future, or hopefully coming to different parts of the country and doing other house concerts.
Well, listen, I want to thank you. You're always Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to tell you, okay, about Just One More. There is a little bit of a story behind it.
Yeah, there we go.
So I wanted to share it. So I was playing back in the day. I had a band. It was called Thirsty Jones, and I was playing this bar. This bar was like the first bar that supported us to play music, and it was kind of our like hometown like little hub, even though it was like 40 minutes out. And they asked me one night, they're like, can you please write a song about going up to the bar and being like, yeah, I got time for one more. Or, sure, give me one more. And they're like, go write that song. And I was like, okay. And that's what I came up with. And for some reason, I heard this Irish jig kind of a part of it. And it was just so much fun to write. But I tried to encapsulate like everything about this bar. It was called Off the Hook.
Off the Hook.
Indian Ford, Wisconsin, like tiny, because I'm originally from Wisconsin. And it was such a fun place, such a small town bar. And I try to capture, you know, like when you're in the middle of a conversation with them and they kind of stop mid-conversation and look out the window to see whose truck is coming. And I was like, this is just, I have to get all this. I have to get all these details in there. And Achy Breaky Heart was the first song I ever played on stage, or like got up and sang at 4 years old. So I had to sneak some of the Easter egg goodies in there as well.
I could definitely see you because from my understanding, you've been playing or singing or entertaining, you know, since you were old enough to get on a picnic table out in the front yard or something at family get-togethers. But I could definitely see you running around in the bedroom with a hairbrush, singing in the mirror or whatever, you know, because
jumping on the bed.
Yeah.
All of it. Oh, yeah. I started writing music when I was 8. Like they weren't full songs, but then I started writing with mentors up in Wisconsin when I was 12, and then making trips to Nashville when I was 15 to write. So writing is equally a part of a creative bucket that I do focus on a lot. I love performing, I love writing, but I write now for other artists, for myself. Florida Song, get to write with people like Joe Downing, Eric Sunshine Lee, and Beth Travers, and more to come. But yeah, I love it.
Well, those songwriting circles in Nashville, if you can get with it, you know, the key to those really is somebody you can connect with, you know, and we've had so many artists that have come through here. John Allen Miller, Tom Shepard. I
love John Allen. I write with him all the time.
Oh, he's awesome.
He's fantastic. He was down at our Songwriter Showcase this past year, had a blast down there. You know, Tom Shepard and Coley McCabe and Corey Young, all these artists that have come through Nashville at some point in time or another doing those songwriter, you know, and what I've always kind of looked at it as a way of perfecting your craft. You know, you're learning as much as you're giving. They're learning from you, and but at some point in time or another, you really start to hit on something, and you're like, man, I need to put an album myself. You know, so.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I spent, 3.5 years going and writing for this record, the one that's now in front of me.
Yeah.
And for this record and going back and forth, and I was like, okay, it's time. Like I've gotten to a place in Wisconsin where I'm playing all the festivals, and we're like one of the 5 bands that kind of rotate and play the festivals. And
Yeah.
I'm ready for this now. And so that was kind of the overall timeline is like, okay, move to Nashville, make this record happen,
Sure.
get to the point where I'm holding it and
Yeah.
like I have merch and I have things. And then, so now that I can go on to the next projects and continue to record music.
Well, good job. I mean, you're following your dream. You know, the yes you can is really the journey that she has been on, and,
Yes.
and I kind of get the gist of reading behind the scenes of. That's why that album is the way it is. Yes, you can is because follow your dreams, and that's what you project. And we're just so proud to have you here on Tiki Man Radio,
Oh, yeah.
and you're always welcome here. We're just outside of Chattanooga, so we're not far away. So
you gotta come visit.
Please, yeah.
I love that area. It's beautiful.
Yeah, Harrison Bay. We're up here on the lake, just outside of Chattanooga. So if you're ever traveling through Chattanooga, we'd love to have you. And we'll get, hopefully, B-Dog and Lou will hook up with you and maybe get you in the studio sometime for their show. It's on Wednesday. So,
Okay, that'd be cool. I skydived in Chattanooga last October.
Oh, wow.
off of Lookout Mountain.
Yeah, it was like the fall leaves,
Oh.
like colors. I was like, this is perfect. And I was like, here we go, get out of the plane, jump.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun. But
Well,
I really like that area, and I hope to book shows and then come into the studio. And
Oh, definitely.
Well, our saying
guys,
here
thank you
is,
so much.
oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for supporting the music and the record. It means so much to me, especially, like there's a lot of time and energy and talent, not just from my end, but a ton of people. And so this project is just something I'm really, really proud of, and appreciate you guys supporting it.
Well, tell everybody how they can get your music and how they can follow you right quick, and then we'll let you fly.
Awesome. The best way to get the music is KirstieKraus.com. Kirstie like Kirstie Alley, and Kraus like Allison Krauss. Knock off one S and you're good to go. But everything's on the website, and I have a store that you can get one of these records shipped right to your house.
Oh, cool.
Or I'll see you hopefully on the road in Florida or wherever you guys are at. Let me know.
Well, there you go. We always encourage everybody to buy the music directly from you guys. It even may cost a little bit more, but you might get a signed autograph, might get a sticker, you might get something. But it's all about supporting you guys, and that's very helpful. It doesn't, if everybody's buying it online, that's great too. But if you've got a box of CDs here that need to be sold, that's really helpful to get on to the next gig. Yeah. So that's what we encourage.
I also
everybody.
have a tab right on the website where you can buy music digitally directly.
Oh, okay, cool.
For that reason.
Yeah.
So I don't have to, there's no cut that goes anywhere else. It will all come to me. So feel free to do that. Yeah.
Well, yay. Thank you so much for being on the show. Is a blast having you. And anytime you've got some news you want to get out or whatever, send me a message. We'll get you on, okay?
Awesome. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
All
Have
right.
a great rest of the weekend, you guys.
You too.
Take it easy. We'll see you down the road.
Sounds good.
Bye. Let's see here. There we go.